Hey everybody, in this lesson we're going to work together to answer the question, how do you determine how to use a remainder in a word problem? We've worked hard on solving problems that were very similar to what you see right here, like 26 divided by 5 or divided into 5 groups means that there might be 5 in each group and 1 left over. And that 1 left over is symbolized using the R and then whatever digit right next to it. But when you solve word problems, it's really important to know what the problem is asking you to do, because sometimes, as you'll see in a few moments with this arrow, there's 3 ways that we're going to learn how to deal with this remainder, because sometimes it has a place in your answer or in your solution sentence, and sometimes it does not have a place at all. And the most important thing that we've worked on lots and lots with the problems of the week, and especially with the organizers, is it all depends on what the problem is asking you to do. One way that you can deal with the remainder is to just drop it. All right, dropping the remainder, sometimes it's called ignoring the remainder, means that you are not using it in the answer at all. And we'll do an example problem together, and I'll show you what it looks like when a remainder is dropped. So this word problem right over here says that there are 17 marbles and 5 girls. How many marbles will each girl get if the marbles are divided equally? You can see that I've written the division problem right over here, where you have 17. Right over here you have 17 and divided by 5, which means you have 17 marbles, 5 girls, and your answer will be how many marbles will each girl get. So with this problem, I've done 2 things. One, I've already solved it for you right here, okay? And what my answer shows is that I have 3 marbles going to each girl if they were divided equally, but I have 2 marbles left over. And I need to figure out what to do with this, because in my solution sentence I can't say that each girl will get 3 remainder 2 marbles. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So right over here I've drawn an array, and I'll explain and model how you will ignore this remainder, or you'll drop it. So I have drawn 17 marbles, okay? And I need to make sure that the 5 girls get an equal share of the marbles. So I might say that, let's see, this could be 1. Okay, that's the second. So I have right here, I have these circles, okay, symbolize the 5 girls. And if they were shared equally, they would each get 3 marbles. But I have these 2 extra marbles left over. Now, I can't split these marbles evenly. I can't break a marble in half, and I'm going to, in that case, just ignore them. So each girl would get 3 marbles if they were divided equally. Other times when you see word problems with remainders in them, you can share the remainder. And what sharing means is you're sharing the remainder, means that you are including the remainder in the answer and reporting it as a fraction or a decimal. All right, and you'll see these more in our fraction unit about a month away. But our problem example is that Kip and Henry have made 5 cups of lemonade. How much lemonade will each boy drink if they both drink the same amount? And I've gone ahead, just like in the last problem, is I've drawn it right here for you. Because I have 5 cups of lemonade, okay, and 2 boys that have to split them. So my answer right here is going to be how much lemonade will each boy drink? And now I've gone ahead and I've actually drawn a model of the 5 cups of lemonade that these boys have to split. So I'm going to show you how we share it. Well, let's see, I'm looking at 5 right here, and I know that each boy can at least have 2 full glasses. So I might draw a line and separate them and say, okay, well, I know that this might be Kip's share, okay? And these two right here could be Henry, right? But now there's this one glass that's left, and unlike the marbles, you can share a glass, and I know that each of these boys could actually have half the glass. So I could say that half of this could be for Henry, and half of it could be for Kip. So what actually ends up happening is that if each boy drank the same amount, they would both have 2.5 glasses, okay? Or 2.5 cups, okay? The third way that you can deal with a remainder is to round it. And if you round it, it means that you round it up to include it in the answer. In other words, you are adding one more to the quotient so that everyone or everything will be included, okay? So the example is that 17 people are attending a dinner party. Each table at the party can seat 5 people. How many tables will be needed? And now I've gone ahead and I've shown you that there are 17, okay, people attending the party, and each table can seat 5 people. And so now my answer is 3 remainder 2. Now it's important because you can't have your answer say, well, you'll need 3 remainder 2 tables, okay? A lot of it is like monitoring for meaning when we're in ELA. It just doesn't sound right, it doesn't look right, and it won't make sense. So I've drawn an array down here, okay? And these are the 17 people right over here that are attending the dinner party. But I know that there are 5 people that can be at each table. So I could say, I could split them up and say, let's see, this could be 1 table. This right here could be 2 tables. Okay. And this group of 5 people could be the 3rd table. But I have 2 dinner guests that don't have a table yet. But they do have a table, everybody. They're going to need a 4th table. But the 4th table is only going to have 2 people sitting at it. And that's where the remainder comes in. So if you think about what it says, in other words, you are adding 1 more to the quotient so that everyone or everything will be included. So actually my answer is not going to be 3, okay? My answer will actually be 4 tables. So everybody, for practice problem 3, I'm going to have you choose one of these problems to solve. You can choose one. And each problem will have you either rounding the remainder, sharing the remainder, or dropping the remainder. Okay? So just to wrap this all up, we work together to help answer the question, how do you determine how to use a remainder in a word problem?